Why do two identical pitch folders, presented with the same energy, lead to completely different outcomes? To find the answer, we have to look at what investors are actually doing while you speak. There is a popular image of venture capitalists as visionaries, sitting in quiet rooms waiting to fund the next world-changing dream. The data suggests a more brutal reality. This funnel represents the thousands of startups that seek funding every year. Most of these points are extinguished during the first few meetings, leaving only a tiny fraction of a percent to reach an actual deal. Ilya Strebuliev, a professor at the Stanford Graduate School of Business, describes this as the venture mindset. It's a psychological framework developed by investors specifically to survive in a high-risk, high-failure environment. Within this mindset, the primary goal of an initial meeting is to find a reason to say no as quickly as possible. Experienced investors spend their time scanning for red flags that justify ending the conversation so they can move to the next opportunity. Their priority is identifying and eliminating uncertainty, long before they ever consider the potential for success. A common disconnect happens when founders lead with product features. While the founder explains the UI, the investor is still waiting for proof that the problem is expensive, frequent, and urgent. A classic red flag is a massive top-down market estimate, lacking realistic customer-by-customer math. Without that logic, the opportunity feels invented. Trust also breaks during financial slides. Hockey stick projections showing massive growth without clear drivers suggest the founder ignores their own business mechanics. Then there's the claim that the startup has no competition. In every market, there's an alternative, even just the status quo or an old manual process. Denying this reality signals a dangerous blindness to the competitive landscape. Even future giants had to navigate this. In 2004, LinkedIn positioned itself against a crowded field of networks like Friendster and MySpace. They won their Series B by clearly mapping their rivals and defining their professional focus as a specific advantage. These mistakes function as signals. To investors, they suggest the founder lacks the objectivity required to perceive and manage the risks facing their own company. While a founder pitches, the investor is running a silent interrogation, checking for hidden failure points and the risks the presentation might be omitting. Reid Hoffman suggests that the fastest way to build credibility is to proactively identify these risks. Listing your own challenges and explaining how you will mitigate them builds trust before the investor has to uncover the problems themselves. Many venture firms are now scaling this skepticism by augmenting human intuition with data analysis. This network graph represents modern due diligence. AI frameworks use graph reasoning to synthesize evidence across investment networks. These models detect hidden patterns of latent failure, isolating structural risks to provide a clear view that a polished pitch deck might obscure. Between human partners and algorithmic analysis, the venture ecosystem creates a high-pressure environment for unaddressed doubt. Successful founders treat their presentation as a tool to systematically dismantle those doubts. Leverage shifts when you move past trying to manufacture excitement and start addressing the specific factors that cause hesitation. Credibility comes from extracting a specific piece of risk before it can threaten the deal. Trust is earned when you prove that you have already identified and accounted for the obstacles to your own success. To begin auditing your own pitch for these red flags, the VC Funding Blueprint Kit is available in the link below. For $497, you get a professionally structured Canva deck, the AI financial narrative engine to ground your numbers, and a comprehensive guide to venture due diligence. Great founders win by demonstrating they've already accounted for the risks that investors are just beginning to look for.